dear guests, dear colleagues. It's a great honor to welcome you on behalf of the Institute of Contemporary History in Ljubljana, the organizer of today's conference on the topic of borders. In a broad sense of the word, borders remain with us our entire lives, but they said by ourselves or by other people from our beginning to the very end. But today, you will discuss different types of borders which represent the basis of international regulations. Those are borders in a physical sense, borders as geographic boundaries, and border agreed in many political debates as a part of an agreement or an ultimatum. In the last 6 years, the Institute of Contemporary History has, within its research program, had the opportunity to examine the issue of borders, especially those that shaped the Slovenian territory throughout history. The Slovenian border is an important element of the national self-awareness, which is completely reasonable since Slovenia was once a part of multinational states of both Austria-Hungary and later Yugoslavia. The negotiations about borders were an important part of peace conferences held immediately after World War I and World War II, and a significant part of the political and social scene in Slovenia. However, this question is no longer that important as a certain stability has been established in terms of borders. Some of you will probably disagree, as you are undoubtedly aware, that some border disputes between the Republic of Slovenia and the Republic of Croatia are still open, and their resolution is not going so well as the international tribunal. Over the last decade, the Slovenian and European common national consciousness has changed significantly in relation to borders, turning from ecstatic joy upon the abolition of EU international border controls to the current situation where, let it be honest, a significant number of people approve of border fences that they have been set up not to prevent the enemy from entering, but to prevent an entry to refugees and migrants. I believe many of you border experts gathered here have substantial knowledge and expertise to contribute to the aim of today's conference, which is to reflect upon and compare several border situations and problems, and it is also my wish for our conference to compare, improve, and exchange knowledge and experience. I would especially like to thank all my colleagues and those who work with me with the hope that we will continue our prolific cooperation in the future as well. I wish the colleagues from abroad a pleasant stay in Slovenia and in Slovenia's most beautiful city in the world, as the popular statement of the Ljubljana Meje goes. Thank you.
And now I would like to invite Dr. Kaja Širok, Director of the National Museum of Contemporary History, to venue that we are in, to say a couple of introductory remarks.
Dobro jutro, good morning. So I will be very short and quick. Welcome to the National Museum of Contemporary History. We are very glad of this collaboration between the Institute and the faculty and our museum, and we really hope that you are going to enjoy your stay here in our museum and also in our town. So in your short breaks, or your coffee breaks, and then in the lunch break, you can feel free to go around the both exhibitions that we are having here at the museum. On this level, you have the permanent exhibitions, Noveys in the 20th century, where actually you can also learn something more about our borders. And downstairs there is a temporary exhibition. We never had it better, modernization of everyday life in Yugoslavia, which is an exhibition done by the Historical Museum of Yugoslavia in Belgrade. And it's a kind of collaboration between our museum, the museum from Belgrade, and the Museum of History from Sarajevo. So enjoy your stay and enjoy the conference. Thank you.